Welcome back to Politically Animated. Folks, today we're talking about someone who's no stranger to controversy and apparently wildfires, Mel Gibson. But this time, instead of directing a movie, he's directing his anger at California's leaders. So, Mel's house in Malibu decided to join the trend of going back to nature, literally turned into ashes. But Mel, ever the comedian, had a message for Governor Gavin Newsom: spend less on hair gel. You heard that right. Because apparently when your state is on fire, hair care should not be your top priority.
Joining us now, actor and Academy Award-winning director Mel Gibson, an old friend, a Malibu resident who tragically just lost his home to the Palisades fire. Mel, I was thinking about you when I saw this fire break out. I think I talked to Raymond. I said, is Mel okay? Is his family okay? I instantly thought of you. He said he thought you were okay. And I'm glad you got out. I'm glad your family is safe. But tell us what it was like to be on Rogan's podcast when I guess you learned that your home had been lost.
I didn't learn it was lost. I knew the neighborhood was on fire, then I was in the path. So I was a little tense while I talked to Joe, but he's a guy that can put you at your ease fairly well. So I was doing okay. And I knew that my family was safe and out of harm's way.
Were you able to get possessions that, of course, are really immaterial when you have your family, but I've been to your house. It was an incredible home, beautiful home. But were you able to get anything out of your house?
Not much. A few necessary things. You know, my son I said, just go and grab this and this and this. And he grabbed like 3 things and took off. And then, you know, those are okay. Stuff like passports and a couple of papers and stuff like that. But by and large, everything was just, it looked, when I got there the other day, I went up there yesterday, it looked like Dresden, you know, after Bomber Harris got through with it. Yeah.
Mel,
so nothing left.
For those of us watching this from afar, try to convey to us the feeling of seeing your home, your neighbors' homes, and the community there at such a loss.
I mean, it's tragic. It makes you really sad. I was actually, you know, there are neighbors I have that I was actually looking at them. I felt worse for them than I did for myself. You know, I look at it as a strange mixture of sadness and almost kind of an elation in a sense that I count my blessings, you know, no matter what. These are things, and they may or may not be replaceable, but they're only things, and we're still here, and I just kind of look at it as almost in a weird kind of way a purification but of course it's very sad, and there were many things, you know, gone in the blaze that you know, I've thought about since. I thought, oh damn, you know, that's too bad. But you know, works of art, photographs, rare books, you know, old books, some as old as, you know, 1600, you know, it's like crazy.
Irreplaceable.
And irreplaceable stuff, yeah. So it is what it is, I guess. It was only a month ago that the flames threatened us, you know, 200 meters away on the other side. And of course the wind shifted and it came in and whipped and got us from the other direction. So it was.
Now let's break this down. Here's Mel literally watching his life's work go up in smoke. And what does he do? He takes a moment to critique the state's budget priorities. Because if there's one thing you need during a wildfire, it's definitely not water, it's hair gel. But in all seriousness, wildfires are no laughing matter. They've left thousands without homes. And Mel's not alone in his critique. From water shortages to leadership asleep on the job, California's got some explaining to do. But Mel, with his unique brand of humor, might just have sparked
an interesting.
You've heard the.
Go on.
You know, both. You know, you've heard a lot of people say a lot of things about these fires. Obviously, the winds were horrific. but they were predicted. I know you know that last weekend, like
Yeah,
Friday,
sure.
Saturday, Sunday, they said this could be tragic with these winds if any fire starts.
Sure.
Do you believe in
And
what you
whenever
know
the
so
wind is up,
far,
the Santa Ana.
anything could have happened like this?
Yeah, well, one always suspects that this might happen, but one thinks that the resources, you know, and the capabilities of the men and women will be on standby, that they'll be able to cope with any situation that comes up. But apparently, some people were asleep on the job, mainly our leaders there. But, you know, that's something they have to live with. And but that's something that community has to live with. And it's really sad. I mean, I have many friends that are, you know, looking for a place to put a roof over their heads, and kids, and you know, they're traumatized. So, someone should answer for it, but we'll see. I think we know who the culprits are. In fact, my son he's a member of the volunteer fire brigade. He sort of interfaces between LA County Fire and people, and they assist them where they can during, before, and after the blaze. And apparently the residents in Corral Canyon caught an arsonist up there. And the guy was all tooled up with fire gear and equipment and stuff like that, and ready to go. And he had been lighting fires, but they corralled the guy in Corral Canyon and gave him to the police. So
Yeah,
there are
apparently
people
that
actively going around looking for these conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, Mel, that individual was never charged. It's a very confusing set of facts because apparently he was reportedly trying to light things on fire, but it's not the fires, I guess, that they. I mean, it all seems very bizarre. But they have not ruled out that arson could have started the first fire. There's obviously still investigating this, and at the same time, Mel, there are numerous complaints, as you alluded to, that the fire hydrants did not have water or water pressure, and the LA fire chief herself reacted. Watch this.
My stance on this is when a firefighter comes up to a hydrant, we expect there's going to be water. We don't control the water supply. Our firefighters are there to protect lives and property and to make sure that we're properly trained and equipped. That's my position on this. So if there's no water, I don't know how the water gets to the hydrants.
Mel, reaction to that?
Well, you know, I know they were messing with the water, letting reserves go for one reason or another. They've been doing that a while. California has a lot of problems that sort of baffle the mind as far as why they do things. And then in the events like this, you sort of look, well, is it on purpose? Which, it's an insane thing.
And let's not forget, this isn't just about Mel or his hair gel quips. It's about the resilience of Californians, the need for better disaster response, and maybe, just maybe, ensuring that next time, the only thing on fire is our passion for change, not our homes. So, what do you think? Should California leaders switch from hair gel to fire gel? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, if you enjoy this blend of humor and hard news, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep your extinguishers close and your humor closer.